28, the New England Patriots. All right, New England Patriots with the first pick. They had Caleb Lameau at offensive tackle. I'm okay with that. Patriots usually always go with the offensive line in their first pick. Second round pick, edge Gabe Jacobs. Nice. Third pick, tight end Eli Raridan. I like that. Get a new fresh face tight end. Hunter Henry is, he's on his way out. Fourth pick in the fifth round, Caron Prutney, cornerback. Sixth round pick, they got offensive tackle, Demetrius Crownover. Sixth round pick, they got a linebacker, Namadi Abedzor. Seventh round, 3 7-round picks. Quarterback, Baron Martin. Seventh round, Jamal Miller, running back. And then they got their last pick, Quintavious Hutchins, edge rusher. I would give the Patriots draft a good C. It was an average draft. They just went offensive lineman. They got offensive tackle, tight end, offensive tackle. Only had 3, and then 2 edge rushers, a running back late in the 7th round. Let's see. An average draft for the Patriots. Nothing too crazy. Okay. 32nd pick is the Seahawks. I have to get that name out of my mouth. All right, Seattle Seahawks. All right, with the first pick, they got a running back, Jadarian Price. They lost one running back, so they had to replace. They like to keep a two running back set, so they had to replace that. Second pick, they got Bud Clark, safety. Third pick, they got a cornerback, Julian Neal. So they're addressing a lot of the positions that left already, which is really good. They got a guard with the 5th pick, or 5th round pick, I should say. 6th round pick, they got a wide receiver, Emmanuel Henderson. 7th round pick, they got a cornerback, Andre Fuller. 7th round pick, they got a defensive tackle, Devin Easton. And 7th round pick, they got a corner, Michael Dansby. So they addressed a lot of their defensive needs. Obviously, their offense is pretty good. So I would give the Steelers, Seahawks, based on the needs that they drafted, I give them a B. Let's see, Atlanta. So Atlanta didn't have a pick until the 2nd round, and they got a cornerback, Avion Terrell. 3rd round pick, Zachary Branch. They got a wide receiver. 4th round pick, they got a linebacker, Kendall Daniels. 6th round pick, they got Antonio Thompson. 6th round pick, they got a linebacker, Harold Perkins. And the 7th round pick, they got Ethan Anwa, offensive tackle. Here's the thing, it don't matter. You want to know why? Guess who the quarterback is? Tua Tagovailoa. So it doesn't matter. They didn't address the fact that they actually do need a better quarterback. They did not address the fact that they need offensive line help. They only got one, and they got it late. I give the Falcons a D+ in this draft. Buffalo Bills, they also did not have a pick until the 2nd round, as per usual. Edge rusher TJ Parker in the 2nd round, another 2nd round pick. Davison Igbinson, cornerback. 3 4th round picks. Jude Burrow, offensive tackle. Skylar Bell, wide receiver. Caleb Erlams Orr, linebacker. Let's see. Safety, 2 5th round picks. Jalen Kilgore, safety. And Zane Durant, defensive tackle. 3 7th round picks. Cornerback, Taranio Pride. Punter, Tommy Doman. And a 7th round pick guard, Armaj Reed. Based on all of these picks, and the fact that I really don't know what direction they're going in, I'm going to have to give this a I give it a C. I don't really know what the new coach is looking for. I don't know what direction he is. If he's an offensive guy, if he's a defensive guy, he's got picks all over the place. So he has a lot of picks and he used a lot of picks. So I'll give him a C. All right, who are we missing? We're missing Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals had a second-round pick. Cassius Howell, an edge rusher. They definitely needed that. And they also got a trade for a defensive tackle from the New York Giants, so they're beefing up that defensive line. They had third-round pick. They got cornerback Takario Davis. They had 2 fourth-round picks. They got a center, Connor Lew, which they need offensive line. They got a wide receiver, Kobe Young. Add some more help to the receiving corps. They got a center, Brian Parker, with the 6th-round pick, and with their 2 7th-round picks, they got a tight end and a defensive tackle. Tight end Jack Indris and D tackle Landon Robinson. Same, I would say, for the Bengals. They addressed a couple of needs that they have with the offensive line and with the defense. I think at the right spots. I would give the Bengals a C+. They didn't have a first-round pick, and so there's not much they can really do starting in the second round. So I give them a C+. All right, Denver. The Denver Broncos are up with 3rd-round pick. They didn't have a pick to the 3rd round. So they got a defensive tackle, Tyler Udinam. 4th round, they had 2 4th-round picks, Jonah Coleman, Cage Casely. Jonah's a running back, Cage Casely, offensive tackle. They got a 5th-round pick, Justin Jolly, tight end. 3 7th-round picks, Miles Scott, safety, defensive end, tight end, Dallin Brent Bentley, and linebacker Red Murdoch. Starting in the 3rd round with these picks, the team is pretty stout, and it looks like they addressed just basic holes. So I can give them a B-. I do like the 4th-round pick of Jonah Coleman. I give them a B- for the Denver Broncos. Green Bay Packers, 2nd-round pick. Cornerback Brandon Kesey. They had a 3rd-round pick at Chris McKeelan. They have a 4th-round pick at Danny Dennis Sutton. They have a 5th-round pick at Jagger Burton. They have 2 6th-round picks, a cornerback, Damani Jackson, and a kicker, Trey Smack. I'm going to give the Green Bay Packers a C. They addressed their defensive needs with the first 3 picks, and then the last 3 kind of they could have got their cornerback alert. They could have just went defense in this. That's what really hurts. They have no secondary help. So yeah, I would have went a little bit different here and I would have gotten that 6th-round corner in that 5th round. So I'm going to give a C- to the Green Bay Packers. All right, Indianapolis Colts. They had a 2nd-round pick. They got a linebacker, C.J. Allen, good pick. Safety, A.J. Halsey, another good pick. They got a guard, Jalen Farmer, in the 4th round. And they had 2 4th-round picks. The second one was linebacker Bryce Botcher. They had a 5th-round pick, edge rusher George Gums. They had a 6th-round pick, edge Caden Curry. And 2 7th-round picks. They had a running back, Seth McGowan, and wide receiver Deion Burks. I like exactly what they did. They went defense with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of their first 6 picks, they went defense. I'm very, very okay with that. That's definitely what they needed to address. So I give the Indianapolis Colts, starting in the 2nd round, B-. Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, so they had a lot of picks starting in the 2nd round. They had a tight end, Nate Boykinter. I don't think they needed one. They have Savage, if I'm not mistaken. They got a defensive tackle, Albert Regis, at the 3rd pick. I do think they needed that, so that was a good pick in the 3rd round. They had a 2nd, 3rd round pick. They got guard Emmanuel Pregnan. 3rd pick. So they had 3 total picks. Hold on real quick. I'm getting called. Holas. Can I call you back? I'm Sorry about that. That was HR giving me a call. Sorry. No, that was the wife. All right. All right, back to it. Where were we? Who are we discussing? Who is this? Jacksonville. Okay, so they got a guard, Emmanuel Pregnan. They got a safety with the third pick, Jalen Husky at safety. So they had 3 third-round picks. They had a 4th-round pick, edge Wesley Williams. They had a 5th-round pick, tight end Tanner Colt. So they got 2 tight ends. 6th-round pick, they got a wide receiver, Josh Cameron, which is what they needed. They needed maybe one more receiver. So they could have got him earlier. They could have got him where they got the guard in the 3rd round. They got another 6th-round pick, C.J. Williams. So they got 2 6th-round pick wide receivers, I guess. They got 2 7th-round picks. One, Zach Duffrey at edge, and another, Parker Hughes at linebacker. I'm going to give Jacksonville a C-. Didn't really care for their draft. They had tight ends I didn't think they needed. So unless I'm wrong and they do need these tight ends, I don't think they needed them there. They got wide receivers to me at the wrong positions. Yeah, I'll give them a C-. Starting in the 2nd round, they had a lot of picks, and I don't think they did really well with those picks. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, one more team. They almost snuck out, but we won't forget you. San Francisco. So San Fran came in the 2nd round. They addressed their wide receiver issue. I love it. So they got this Dejon Stribling at the number. They had 2 third-round picks. They addressed their edging. So they got Romello Height at edge. They got another running back, Kalen Black in the 3rd round. And I do like that because they do need another running back. 3 4th-round picks. They got a defensive tackle, Grayson Halton. They got an offensive tackle, Carver Willis. I like that. They got a corner, Ephesians Prysock. I don't know what your parents were thinking. 2 5th-round picks, Jaden Duggar at linebacker, and they got an offensive tackle, Enrique Cruz. So I actually like every bit of what San Fran did in their draft. I believe they addressed their biggest need at wide receiver, and then they addressed everything else. And they, again, 3rd-round pick running back is going to be a great pick for them. They still have Christian McCaffrey, so I really do love that. So you can give, starting in the 2nd round, I give the 49ers a B+. Not too bad on them. Not too bad.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.